people like Ebony, people like Prop, what we've said really is to you. If you plan to be a dad one day, know that you are influential, and how you lead your child will determine how your child is. That's powerful, right? Real deep. I read your obituary for breakfast this morning. As I sat staring at the biography of your years, I couldn't help but to see what was missing. The day you were born and the night your brown body became a corpse were the only times I've seen you be selfless. In between, you lived a musical life, one that sounded of an alphabetical orchestra. Your favorite song was the letter U. I was your daughter. They didn't tell the truth in your obituary, Daddy. They left out some things that I want to share. If they haven't already seen the forgotten pieces shivering in my eyes, your eyes are mine. I see you when the mirror decides to hang your self-portrait on my bathroom wall. Why didn't they tell of how much you love games, Father? I promise you were the best player at hide and go seek that I've ever seen. Telling your little ones that you will come see them tomorrow. Playing double dutch with our emotions. There was a dice game in your eyes. You died in mine every time my tomorrow became a lucky 7 games of peekaboo that only you won at. I quit a long time ago. Who will tell them of the day you sat face to face, child to parent, father speaks, I love you, but if you and your siblings never wanted to speak to me again, I wouldn't care. Daughter hears the crackling of fire laughing in her heart, burning away any force of trust you could ever have for a man. I saw honesty in your eyes at that moment, and it scared the vulnerability out of me. I wish they mentioned how much you like swimming, Daddy. I would have asked if you could hear the ocean behind my sarcasm. Smell the sandstorm in my skin. I have spent years swallowing every hourglass I can find, attempting to steal back the time we had that was drowned in your selfish, shark-infested seas. A week before your obituary was written, I received a text from a friend who read, "Sorry about your dad." What a comical way to find out that your father is gone. The night that motorcycle flung your soul into eternity, I knew your death wouldn't be too hard to get used to, seeing that you were a deadbeat my entire life. So let's start over, Daddy. I'll rewrite your obituary for you. Make a metaphor out of your life. The daughter that you gave your genes away to but could never seem to fit inside of your pockets grew up to be a poet. She shreds mics open and makes dead things come to life for a living. Only if you could live twice, you would have been the double entendre I could never write. So I would just write about how good you were to me. How you told me how I was beautiful, so I didn't have to murder my integrity to resurrect my dying self-esteem. Held your daughter to your chest till she heard your heart split itself into a lifetime of I love yous that choked out her affirmation to her addiction to affirmation from other fatherless fiends, Daddy. Your obituary will say how you made me feel worthy. So I never had to buy back my soul from bankrupt sheets belonging to little boys that were too poor to purchase my body with a bended knee, Daddy. I will chisel into the dash of your death dates, how you actually kept every promise that crawled out of your hands and into my memory, so it was easier for me to believe that my Father in heaven isn't a liar like my daddy on earth. My name is no longer amnesia. You cannot forget to tell them how you lived, to walk your daughter down the aisle. How you lived. Walk your daughter down the aisle, look her husband in the face and say, "It is I, her protector, her provider, her father, who gives her to you to do the same." See, Daddy, you have a brand new obituary now. The old one wasn't honest enough, and now neither